Alright, so in this episode of Retro Wednesdays, we are taking a look at Robocco Wars. I'm assuming that's how you say it. This game is a Japanese game. I don't really know much about it other than I saw it on OCD Reproductions website and it looked really cool, so I wanted to give it a shot. It's a Tatio game, so it's probably okay. I don't have a ton of Tatio experience, but I know that they have some good games and some shit ones. I also like the music from the one video that I watched about it, so I thought it was worth taking a shot at it. Do you know what? You don't know anything about this one either?
I've never heard of this in my life. I thought you misspelled the title and it was called Robocop Wars.
That would be way better, but then it would probably be an ocean game and it would probably suck ass.
And I noticed that it's I guess developed by IGS. If it's the same IGS, they're the company that licensed that arcade hardware called the Poly Game Master.
Huh.
And it's similar to the Neo Geo, where it's a cartridge-based arcade console.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I can't remember what the name of the franchise of games that they're famous for, but there's three of them, and it's a beat 'em up. It's an RPG beat 'em up in the vein of Dungeons and Dragons: Shadow over Mystara, or those kind of games, but more, obviously more modern. And I don't. It's not Knights of Valor. It's called something else.
Not Magic Sword, is it?
No, it's shit. Anyway, it was the graphics are really good and it's pretty fun. It's a little hard. That's probably just because I don't know. Anyway, it would be interesting to see what their previous stuff was before, like the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, maybe I should start looking and see if they have stuff we can get.
Okay, who's starting it off?
I'll go first. I mean, I kind of try it out here. Going to the Sweet Castle. Alright.
Seems like a shoot 'em up to me. I mean, just based on what I saw in the demo and what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem so much like a platformer. I guess technically it is, but
it's weird. Like, it seems like there's a I don't know, like the juxtaposition of the sort of like fun kind of cutesy background, like cartoony, like Mappy Land style background, and the fact that I'm like shooting things is just kind of weird to me. You're gonna hate the fucking jumping controls.
I'm surprised I never heard of this, but I'm glad you found it.
Yeah, I mean, OCD Reproductions, if you don't know, they do great work, like seriously great work.
And the value is there.
Yes. Like, you don't get some cartridge that looks like somebody threw it away. Like, the labeling and all is good. The translations and all are usually really accurate.
I think, to be fair, OCD Repro is good and it's inexpensive and the value is there. I wouldn't say that their labels are the highest quality in the world. Just so if somebody was listening, it's clear. In my opinion, their labels are not quite as high quality as some other ones. However, for the low cost that they are from the website, I'm willing to, overlook that. Because you're talking, it's a small company. It's not like a
yeah.
But the service is good and the cost is there, so.
Need some health.
And they usually have stuff that
there we go.
Other people may not. Also,
oh shit,
I've interacted with their sales staff a few times and they were very helpful and responsive. So that's good. It's Thomas the Tank Engine.
It is. He's pissed.
Where's George Crumb?
Fuck.
This music reminds me of something, but I can't think of what.
Guerrilla War.
It does sound like Guerrilla War.
Damn it!
It does sound like Guerrilla War.
It does, doesn't it? Like a lot.
It sounds like if it.
We might need turbo for this boy. Oh man, getting fucked on.
You're like.
It didn't do any damage though, so I have to remember that. It's just weird.
Can you charge attack?
Oh fuck. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can hold the button down. That makes this easier. I don't know why. It's like I know what this is gonna do, and I'm like still.
Seems like the controls are kind of delayed or something.
The jumping is very loopy. It's the best way I can describe it. It's very looped out. Yay.
All right. I was gonna say it's a kids game.
Oh, look at me. I'm transforming.
Looks like it might not be.
It probably is, but it's just... I'm old, so I don't have the reflexes that they expect a kid to have, so... I'm sucking.
I'm actually better at those kind of games now versus when I was younger. When I was a child.
When I was a young fool. I mean, the controls are okay, it's just the jumping was very... When you play it, you'll understand what I mean. Like, the jumping is just really loopy.
Yeah.
I also like how it does the Japanese thing of... I should have realized that it did it, but being able to not have to hold, like, push the button like you have auto fire. Which is nice, but it's a nice way of them saying you don't have to be... I don't care how fast you push the button, I want you to enjoy the game. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Every Famicom shooting game is basically the same as this. I mean, I think it's a limitation of the hardware because you can't have too much action.
Too many things going on at once. There's
So
the
they all
lady
kind of
plane,
play like this.
and it's shooting heels at me. Her.
Apparently the translation of this is Robo Child Wars.
Huh. I don't like how the clouds look like croissants. You're not a croissant man, are you?
No, actually, last night I was arguing with my brother because I told him bagels are top tier baked goods.
Right. For
He
breakfast
said,
or just in general?
Well, just in general. He said biscuits are the best. And I was going crazy because I think biscuits are the worst.
Oh.
They're the worst thing ever. They're way too buttery. The bagels, on the other hand, are really good. So we rated the 4 baked goods that we can think of. Bagels,
Baked good pantheon.
croissants, biscuits, English muffins. And somebody was like, English muffins taste like sand. And it's kind of true, but I like them anyway.
I don't totally disagree with the sand analogy.
It's like beach sand.
Well, the problem is that, like, I think the problem is that Thomas's is the problem, because it's like the only brand of English muffin you can get around here.
If you
It's
toast them, they're not bad.
like, they're okay. They're
If you
just
get the
not-
diet ones, they're kind of buns, but
I don't understand how you can like an English muffin and not like a croissant.
croissants are so buns. Oh,
It's so
just
strange, man.
way too buttery. Way too buttery.
Yo, what if you get one with jam?
What am I, French?
This guy. Oh, fuck. So,
Why don't you get it with orange marmalade?
ew, man. I have to say, the biggest problem with this game is the jumping. It fucking sucks.
Is that Blaster Master?
Yeah.
Turtle?
I thought I was about to say it looks like the Koopa Trooper from Mario Kart or something. Koopa Trooper, Koopa Trooper. Look at me, I'm in a waterfall in outer space. Fuck.
It seems like the controls are delayed.
I don't know. I don't
Or is
think
your
maybe
reaction
they
time
are.
just really bad?
It might be. Or do you just suck dick at this game, bro? Maybe it's the repro cart or the fact that I'm playing it on a Famicom AV.
No, I doubt
There's too
it.
many things.
I think that's not.
It's too many. I'm assuming. Okay. Whoa. Some of these bosses. Yo! Wow, good luck on this boss, man. Holy shit. I'm getting fucked.
Something wrong with that car in the front there. I don't know.
Ugh. Oh, damn, I saw one more.
Got a scoop.
What the fuck? Like, I'm definitely
The jump
jumping
is,
that.
is out of. I can tell the jump is out of hand.
The jump is gonna make you really angry. I'm telling you right now. Sometimes when you come down on an attack, it doesn't seem to damage you. Like, that time it damaged me, but I got hit like 3 times, I felt like.
The thing
fucking
curves
tires
up at
this
the end.
car
That's
got.
why
Yeah.
it keeps getting you. Good job, man.
Alright. I don't know. I think this game is a kid's game. I've never had this much success. Like, everyone's gonna be on people are gonna be watching. It's like, this guy's fucking playing this game all the time. He runs the subreddit. He's always making shit posts about this game. Look at me, I'm
I really
underwater.
don't think anybody's gonna say that.
I'm a fan of Robocco Wars. Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, the jump is Amagon-esque. Yo, I don't know where those come from. Christ. Am I
Maybe you have to
damaging
shoot your
that?
missile at it. Oh,
No, I'm just supposed to speed under it, I guess. Got my Yo, Cheap Cheeps. That was one of my favorite levels in Mario Brothers. Was the, those are very judgmental blocks. Did you see that? The way they're staring at me? But, the water levels were always my favorite in Super Mario Brothers. And the one level where you're on the bridge, even though it's super hard. And the Cheap Cheeps are coming up from underneath you.
the controls ruined this game.
I like how it has like that thing also has shady looks, where it's like it's like hiding something.
Okay. This bouncy boy. God damn it. Excuse me. Spears.
Little locomotive coming at you.
These things get me every time. Ew.
So yeah, when that thing charges, like just head for the hills. What? Did you find a spot?
The lady's the spot. That's not it.
Look at you, man. Yo, you were reading the fact on this or something.
Oh no. That spot doesn't work anymore, damn it.
I thought it was further up. You should be smart and we'll like mark it with a post-it note next time. Maybe you should just start all the way in the back and then run forward.
Oh my god, I can't get this freaking pattern down because I'm noobing it up.
No, it's like the controls just make it harder for some reason. It's like you don't move when you want it to. Maybe you're right, maybe it is delayed and I'm just trying to sugarcoat it. I'm starting to twitch when you're playing now.
You son of a bitch.
How many hits does this motherfucker take, too?
Alright, I'm sorry. I need to get back in the game.
It's alright, you wanna go again?
No.
Are you sure?
You better press start. It's counting down. I only got 3 continues, too. Better do me proud.
Wonder how many stages we got in this boy.
So you just gotta do, you gotta bob
Left,
and
right.
weave.
Yeah, right, left, right, left. What? Holy shit!
I had the powerful weapon, that's why.
Beast mode. Now see, when you go to the airplane, you're not gonna hate the controls because they're like shoot 'em up planes, shoot 'em up controls. You got shoot and you got bomb with the jump button. And now the controls aren't bad.
Yeah.
Yay! Happy smiley suns or planets or whatever.
Your
While you're blowing
sprite's
things up.
huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yagu.
Looks like a compile thing.
I'm telling you, it's like someone was like, "Hey, we got this pretty weird robot game. We need to put in some backgrounds," and they just like went to like backgrounds.net and just grabbed a whole bunch of random ones. Like, look, we're in outer space and there's gumdrops.
I think they
Alright.
just stole sprites from other games.
Excuse me.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
The thing I don't like about games that do this, where they switch off between platformer and shooting game, is that then they have 2 games that are just not.
2 games to manage, as opposed to one. They do like 2 doubly shitty jobs as opposed to one like kind of shitty job. Yeah, there aren't that many games that do it that it comes off well. The only one I could think of that did it well was The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
I think that's debatable, but yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Pac-Man. But like more ghetto.
He looks like a blowfish.
That was not Pac-Man, that was Circle Eater. Look at this guy. Hey ladies. This game definitely wins for the weirdest backgrounds in any video game. I mean, this is like up with what's that weird ass game, Zombie Nation? I mean, it's up there with how ridiculous the backgrounds are.
Have you ever played? I always talk about this game, but I really do like it. It's called Harmful Park.
No.
It's a PlayStation game. It's a shoot 'em up, and it's very weird.
Too modest.
It's fun. It reminds me of a like 16-bit type game, but it's definitely like 32-bit in that sense, but it's got that feel.
Huh. So does this feel better, like this level?
I mean, it's fine. It's just
you made it to the space castle, bro. Oh shit.
All right, that is from Darius.
Holy shit, this thing is nuts.
So they just like took all the stuff from.
You just fucking destroyed that thing. You didn't even get hit.
They took all the stuff from all the different Taito games.
Yeah. Oh no. Mysterious dreams. I have those sometimes and I have to change sheets.
I think, I guess it's kind of cool that they did the whole, you're a train.
Yeah. Now I feel like we're playing Legend of Kage, or Kage. Which is that a tattoo game? I think it might be.
It could be. Could be.
I think that was an extra life that you just got. Fucking killing salamanders that are being thrown at. Now we're playing Super Mario Bros. 3 with the boss levels. Ugh. I don't know why that thing grosses me out.
The shrimp?
Yeah.
Because of the tail?
Yeah. It's like flapping. Like if you were eating shrimp and it like came back to life. It flopped around in your mouth. It's messed up.
Shrimp is pretty good.
We had my wife, she's on this like Hello Fresh, which I refer to as Hello Shit, because that's usually what ends up happening after I eat it, because for some reason none of it agrees with me. And we had shrimp last night. Have you ever had any of those before?
No.
I have mixed feelings about them. Sometimes they're good, like sometimes you'll get something that's like tasty or something you never would make before, and then other nights it's just like, whoa, Mega Man.
Buddy.
Other nights it's just like, I don't know. It's just like the one night we had, it was pasta with Alfredo sauce and chicken and broccoli. And I was just like, I can make this myself, you know? Like I don't need a box shipping it to my house. Like I can just get it.
It's like Pandora though. It just tells you what to eat. So you don't have to think about it.
That is true. I also feel like it makes more dishes, and I have a severe hatred of doing dishes, so it just makes me not like it as much.
I remember my dad told me when he was
What was that?
living by himself, he decided he didn't want to do dishes anymore, so he only bought disposable plates and everything.
It's smart.
Yeah.
When I first moved back to South Jersey from being in Middle Jersey, that's what I had. I had like 2 plastic plates, 2 plastic cups. I didn't even care. Oh my god, that pattern. Yeah, we're definitely playing Life Force right now. It's like a video of
They need to
somebody's
make
like
the sprites more.
colonoscopy.
It's too big.
What the fuck?
Oh, no.
That sound effect sounds like something from Chrono Trigger. It's weird.
How am I supposed to not suck at this part?
Jesus.
I get hit every time. Shit.
Holy crap.
Am I just like... Let me try going down next time.
It's because the pattern changes every time. Sometimes it's a spiral, sometimes it's straight. That was a problem.
Can I do this?
I don't know if you can hit it. Can you use the missiles? I don't think it's hidden. Shit ain't hidden. Yeah, it's not doing anything, I'll think.
I can't not get hit here. I don't know what the pattern is.
Oh man, that was it. So you want to stop for now, or you want to try again? It's up to you.
It's your turn. You make the choice.
Let's final thoughts this for now. We can always come back to it. I'm not opposed to doing the same games again. You know,
okay.
If we get better at it or whatever. So this is Robocco Wars. Final thoughts.
Why don't you go first? Because you've been thinking about it.
So I think it's another. It's on the not good to good scale. Like I always say, it's like great, good, not so good, shit. And I think it's not a shit game totally, because it is kind of entertaining. Like I enjoy playing it, but I don't think I would put it in the realm of like, yo, if you're gonna buy a Famicom, you should totally buy this game. Or if you totally are a repro guy, you should go ahead and like get this reproduction. Not that it's a bad reproduction, but just because the game itself is not all that great. The controls are the biggest problem with it. Like I like the music to it. The gameplay is like okay, like mechanics wise, like all of it kind of makes sense. It's all pattern based, but the controls just really especially on the jumping platforms. It's like it's hard to describe it in a video. It just looks like we're not good at the game, but it's just like we're jumping when we're supposed to. It's just like delayed, and the jump itself is like very arcish. It's just like got a real weird arc to it, and it was really hard to deal with. That's really about it. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just not, like, good. You know? Your thoughts?
I wouldn't recommend this game. I think toward the end there, I was having fun. I wanted to beat it. It's one of those games, I want to beat it not because it's a pleasure to play, but just because I want to complete it now. Because we got kind of relatively far. But what kills it? I mean, a game, this generation of games, you got to have good controls. I mean, that's the cornerstone of everything here. And the controls are bad. There's no way around it. I don't think you can defend it, in my opinion. The inertia and the delay is... I don't want that. Like, I don't... Yeah, okay, if you're driving a train, there's going to be delay when you stop or whatever. That's fine. But we're not playing... Rainbow Six here. Like there's no realistic physics here. We want a game that's fun. And sure, they could have adapted it. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily hard, but what do you do to account for those controls being shitty? Is you change the way the game is to make it like a little bit more manageable. But if they would have just made the controls good and maybe even up the difficulty a little bit, it wouldn't have. It just felt like you were fighting with the controls the entire time.
Right.
And it was very, like, not touch and go, but it was very, like you're just wrestling with it the whole time, and you don't want to piss off the controls or else they're gonna.
Right.
Finicky. They're not. It's not that they're finicky. It's that they're just not good. And that's
they're clunky.
If
like
you saw this
unrefined.
game for $5, all right. If you saw it for $10, If you saw it for any more than that, I think I would not recommend it. And I know that...
Yeah, I got ripped off.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing something, but we played a pretty good amount of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we played 7 levels, but we didn't beat it, obviously. But I think it's a beatable game. If you're one of those, like, I like playing games I'm able to beat, you can definitely beat this. I mean, we literally... before we started recording, I played it for, 30 seconds beforehand, and we got to, level 7 without really even trying. And I bet if I turn this thing on tomorrow to go play, I'll probably get to level 9.
I think the other problem that you're going to run into here is a lot of early shooting games have this issue, and that's the sprite is huge, and the hitbox is the entire sprite.
Right.
And that makes that makes it not as fun to play because it's so much about I don't know.
That was the other thing.
It's like managing your huge ass ship everywhere.
Yeah. That was the other thing I thought was weird about this game was that, like, when certain times when I would jump on the boss or, like, you would be on top of something and it would look like you were getting ripped, you wouldn't take any damage. Like, I don't know, the hit detection was still weird, too. Like, it's just an unrefined game is just the bottom line to it. It's like, it looks like a really good, like, if someone gave this to me back in the early 90s and was like, hey, you should try this out. It's like a beta of a game that we're not done putting together, but it's like playable. I would be like, yeah, this is good. You just got to fix some stuff. But it doesn't feel like a polished, like, it doesn't feel like a Namcot game or like any other, like most of the other like really good Famicom games we played. Like, it just doesn't feel that way. It feels like nuts and milk kind of style. Nuts and milk. All right, so anyway, this is Robocco Wars, and for Retro Wednesdays, until next time.